The 2025 Jeep Wrangler. We have some subtle new updates to talk about, but stay tuned until the end of this video where I'm going to share with you how you can save over 12% off the MSRP of a 2024 4xe Wrangler and 10% off on the 2024 pure gas Wranglers. But okay, let's get started with these updates. For 2025, power locks and power windows are now standard on all Wrangler models. All right, there you go. And we have a new 41 exterior paint color, which is military olive drab inspired. And finally, we have available active cabin ventilation, which will allow you to pre-ventilate the cabin with the mobile app before entering the vehicle. And that's it. That's really all of your updates for the 2025 Wranglers. Now, I will say, starting with the 2024 model years, that's when they made a pretty big safety upgrade. So they have improved the side structure apparently for the 2024 and up Wranglers. Now, the big thing regarding safety is these vehicles, they tend to flip over in a frontal crash test. But aside from that, these vehicles actually do better in a crash test than many would give this credit for. This is about the same as a 5th gen Toyota 4Runner. In fact, in certain areas of the structure, I think the Wrangler does a little bit better than the 5th gen 4Runner. The main issue with these products is the fact that they flip over in a frontal crash, but it's obvious that amongst all of the new vehicles for sale, this is clearly the least safest option. But if you're interested in these products, 2024 and 2025, these are your best model years if you want the safest Wrangler possible. And I do like driving these vehicles. All of these off-road products have tons of character. The Wrangler, the Bronco, the 4Runners, and even the new Land Cruiser Toyota that I'm testing right now. Review is going to come very soon. But all of these off-roaders are fun in their own way. And regarding trim level, I mean, there's just so many possibilities with these products. You can really get this stuff the way that you want it, and you still have the 4-door and the 2-door options. However, certain models are restricted to 4-door only, like the 4xe models and the Sahara and the 392, which, yes, for 2025, they are still offering the 392 Final Edition with the 6.4 liter Hemi V8 producing 470 horsepower and 470 pounds-feet of torque. So that's pretty awesome. But I personally like the Sport S, the Sahara, and the Rubicon trim levels the most. I think these are your best value propositions. And if you're interested in the gas models only, getting the 4-door is pretty expensive. It's going to add about $4,500 to $4,600 to the MSRP. But again, if you go with the 4xe plug-in hybrids, they come with the 4-door only. And the MSRPs will certainly give people sticker shock, especially when you include the $1,895 destination fee. That is an insanely high destination charge that this company tacks on to these products. I mean, CDJR, they've been going crazy with their MSRPs over the last few years. But as promised, I will share with you a resource to save a substantial amount of money. If you want a pure gas model, they're still offering the 3.6 liter V6 engine with 285 horsepower and 260 pounds-feet of torque. Or you can get the 2 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder with 270 horsepower and 295 pounds-feet of torque. The turbo 4-cylinder does feel great. It feels very effortless around town with that additional torque. But the plug-in hybrid, that's where you're going to find the much better deals because there's more incentives involved. And the plug-in hybrids, they will produce 375 horsepower and 470 pounds-feet of torque. And I did mention before that there is the 392 Final Edition with the 6.4 liter Hemi V8. But a standard base model Wrangler Sport, it will come with things like push-button start, keyless entry, and a 12.3-inch infotainment screen with wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. You're also going to get a 8-speaker audio system. So that's really not bad. And for 2025, you do get the power windows as well. And a sport model, it's going to be rocking 17-inch wheels with all-season tires. The Sport S is the bare minimum that I would try to get. It's going to have the automatic headlights and the Gorilla Glass windshield. And you also get power heated side mirrors with the Sport S. And regarding the Rubicons, you have two to choose from. You have the regular Rubicon and the Rubicon X. Personally, I think the regular Rubicon is the best value proposition, but if you're a serious hardcore off-roader, then that Rubicon X is available to you. And I'm going to have the full press release as always, so you can read up on the various trim levels and the options. But you also have the Sahara that I like because it's more on-road focused, and it's going to come with 18-inch wheels. You can only get it as a 4-door, and it comes with heated front seats as well. And there is a more luxurious high-altitude trim level as well, but Jeep has not shared any information regarding that trim for 2025. More information will come later on. But this latest model year of the Wrangler, it's available to order right now. But as mentioned before, here's how you can save a substantial amount of money with the 2024 Wranglers. You can reach out to a broker named AutoCompanion. He is one of the largest brokers in the United States, and him and his partner dealerships in the Washington, D.C. area, they are offering 12% off the MSRP of a 4xe, the plug-in hybrid, and they're offering 10% off the MSRP on a Sport S and a Willys pure gas model Wrangler. Once again, all 2024. And I did say that the MSRPs of these products are pretty inflated, so it's imperative that you not only get a substantial discount, but you're also aware and you're also applying all of the incentives that you can get, because incentives stack on top of the dealer discount. And also in the description box, I'm going to have a free leasing calculator provided to you by AutoCompanion. This is an extremely powerful tool because it shows you the interest rate of a lease, the residual values, and the incentives that you can get in your local zip code. And the 4xe Wranglers are the ones with insane incentives and lease cash because it's the plug-in hybrid. And it seems like the regular Rubicon model is the best leasing 4xe, and a $68,000 MSRP Rubicon, when I ran some numbers on it, leases for about $553 a month, assuming you have perfect credit and you put no money down. So how do you come to that figure? Well, with the 12.5% off, you're at $59,500, but there are various incentives that you can get, like a national dealer cash of $11,000. That 11 grand is going to stack on top of AutoCompanion's discount. Plus there's the $3,750 plug-in hybrid federal tax credit. You can get that when you lease the vehicle. Plus there's a whole bunch of other random incentives that I have no idea about. And CDJR products, you really need a broker by your side that can help apply all of these incentives, because if you just walk into a CDJR dealership, they are not going to be very helpful. So $553 a month, the payment is okay, but the problem is the interest rate of this lease, it's about 9.5%. That is awful. That means you are literally renting this vehicle. So you know how a lot of people say that leasing is just renting the vehicle. That's actually not true. If you had a low interest rate lease, you would actually be building equity in the vehicle, just like you would with a finance vehicle, right? So a lot of people, they spread confusion regarding car leases, and it's super unfortunate. So consumers are extremely confused when it comes to this process. But yeah, when you use AutoCompanion's calculator, you can see that in the course of a 3-year lease, you would be paying $19,778 to lease this Rubicon, but about 12 grand of that is going to be pure interest. So you're really only making like 7 grand in equity over the course of 3 years. And that's not cool. And that's what I mean. You're literally renting the vehicle, but at the same time, you have to lease this stuff to get all those incentives. So this is still the only way I would consider buying these products, is through a lease, because at the end of the day, it's also a Jeep product. It's not something you want to hang on to like a family heirloom. But just a few years ago, these things were leasing out way better, like $300 a month. That's because the interest rate was a lot lower 2 to 3 years ago on these leases. And keep in mind, leasing programs, interest rates, incentives, all of these things, they do change every month. And AutoCompanion's calculator will also update every month. So it's possible in the future, Jeep may offer more incentivized, lower interest rate lease programs. But I'm recording this video September of 2024. These are the numbers and the interest rates that we have right now. But yeah, people a few years ago, they were literally driving these 4xe Wranglers around for free and even making money on their leases because they also had low interest rates back then. And they made sure to stack every incentive possible. But I think I shared enough information regarding that. If you want to work with AutoCompanion, he is located in Washington, D.C., but he is able to ship nationwide. But shipping is something you have to pay extra for, and he does charge a broker fee to access these deals and to help you get all of the incentives. But if you sign up with my affiliate link in the description box below, he will take some money off of his broker fee. So hopefully you appreciated this knowledge, this information, and these resources. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you again for watching. Take care and goodbye.